morning, everybody. It is another beautiful day here on the ranch. It is like 55 degrees, something like that, and sunny. This was a beautiful morning. I'm so excited. But anyway, so today's going to be a busy day. We are building a John Suscovich chicken tractor, and I also have to get the Thunderdome ready, which you don't know what that is yet. Basically another chicken tractor. The Thunderdome ready for the T-birds, or the turkeys. But yeah, so it's gonna be busy. I gotta get this stuff going. We're about to get like 4 more days of rain. So I gotta get this stuff built before I get rained out and have to spend a couple days inside doing boring office stuff. Oh well. So let's get started. All right, y'all, so it's time to start. I actually put up one of our little canopies because that lovely 50-something degree weather that was just maybe 30 minutes ago, y'all didn't see this getting set up. It's gone. It's now in the 70s, the sun's out, and I don't feel like roasting while I'm doing this. So our new canopy that I got to do work right here in the driveway, because this is about the flattest spot we have to do work like this. So I'm using this to stay cool. Anyway, so let's get to the project. So the first steps is to get all the wood cut. So let's start cutting some wood. Okay, so all the cuts are done. That was tedious. Everything down here. So now it's time to start getting it all together. The hardest part I'm going to tell you about getting all these cuts done with this specific direction that John Suscovich puts in the book is the lap joints, which is kind of where you cut 3/4 of an inch out of one board and 3/4 of an inch out of the other one, and they kind of meet together like Lincoln logs. That takes forever to do. It's very tedious, covered in sawdust, but part of it. So let's start getting these pieces put together, right? Let's do it. This is the next day. So I got a little bit more of this done after I turned the camera off yesterday, and then a little bit this morning. So far it went together pretty easy. One thing that I'm not liking is that the instructions in the book really stop after it's time to cut the wood. He goes into great detail about how to cut it and different things and labeling each board, but after that it's just kind of like they show one simple diagram of the pieces kind of put together, and then it says put them together. So there's certain things that I would have liked a little bit more instruction on. For instance, like the door. I feel like it's a little bit too short, but I also feel like when I've looked at some of the other pictures that the boards, instead of being overlapped like this, that they're actually on top. And I am not a master carpenter by any means. You know, all these projects are kind of new to me, but you know, if you're gonna put a board on top like that, I don't know how you would attach it other than maybe shooting it with a nail gun. But even that's gonna be a, you know, a tight angle, or putting a brace or a bracket on it. So the door isn't exactly what the door in the picture looks like, but there was also no instruction as to how to attach it. Because there's supposed to be some corner braces and stuff like that, but the corner braces won't work if there's not another board here to make it even. So I'm gonna have to finagle with this. And also, like I said, I mean, I'm 6 foot, Rob's 6'2", so this is definitely going to be a little bit of a squat to get in. I could take it apart, this door frame, and completely redo it. I don't feel like doing that right now. I figure this is going to work just fine for the time being. This is our first one of this style. So I'm going to finish getting it together, and we'll use it until we may need to make some alterations later. I definitely think in the future, because I did see some other people where they pitched the doorway. I would like to do that in the future just to give some headroom, or just in general making the door taller for taller people. But other than that, I'm hoping that the rest of this goes a little bit easier. The next part I know is going to be a little challenging, which is bending the piping to make the rib cage of the roof. Other than that, it's really basically the major frame part is done. Now I just have to add on, like I said, the ribs for the roof, for the tarp to rest on, and then adding some wire, and it's basically done. Now, it's supposed to rain a little bit today, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually be able to get done. At least with the bending of the metal parts for the roof, I can do that underneath the covering. Other than that, let's get back to work. And just like that, the weather changes here in the mountains. Something tells me that today is not the day to be messing with long metal poles. What do you think? I thought the weather changed a lot in Florida, but up here, like that. It's good napping weather. All right, well, guess I'll try tomorrow.